What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the Collective Clips where you already know we're going to get it in. Das. But before we get it in, Woods, brothers, Pepe supporters,
Hey, I say, let's fucking get it in, but let's get the intro in first.
welcome back to the Collective Clips. And before we get it in, hit that like and subscribe button. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content that the gun is kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support. I'm very humbled by it. Let's go, brothers, right? Hey, welcome back to another Super Wood. And you already know, man, Pepe is involved. And when Pepe gets involved,
You see, everything just seems to turn black, you see. I like black, but a certain degree of black, you see. Like black, as like light as a feather, stiff as a board, black as a brother in Compton. I'm bored. Here we go.
right? Look, Superwood meets Pepe once again, and Superwood Roach was not very happy. In fact, I got phone call after phone call after phone call. My tia's got phone call. My tia was like, just tell that son of a bitch to come over and I'll give him a mamon and call it even. He was like, no, brother, I can't do that. Hey, why do the white men do that? Ever since Hulk did it, he made it like popular. They'll be talking to a female like, listen here, brother. You know, like, no, brother. I need my own rig. Brother. And the chick's like, all right, brother. You know? And my tia's like, you just tell him I said, fucking come over here. I'm going to make him a bowl of menudo. I know you don't like, he likes mayo, but tell him come over here and I'm going to give him a super hot mamon and a bowl of mild salsa. So anyways, what had happened was Pepe was staying with my tia for a while. He actually wasn't on the run. He was just doing dirt bad. The type of dirt bad that,
I'm doing bad, you see.
I was like, yeah, what's up, Pepe? What are you doing over here?
It's like, this is the last place I want to be at. You see, I'd rather be, you know where I'd rather, say it with me. You see, let's do the chorus. Ready? I'd rather be in,
say it, Disneyland?
Now, fuck Disneyland. Let's say I'd rather be in, I'm doing bad. Compton.
Right? So I said, so what the fuck are you doing up here up north?
They don't say it loud. They say, the camaradas might hear you. Okay, I don't got no money, you see. And I rode the Greyhound to visit Tia to hopefully hope that she could hopefully put something in my spoon. And because my shit was.
I said, what does that mean?
Bone dry. See, you already know what it means.
Right? So I said, all right, cool. So he was staying with my Tia for a little while. His jefa was not, she had a new boyfriend and she wasn't going to let him stick around. Because that's what happens with Pepe. He'd argue with Changa or he'd be doing bad and he'd show up on the doorstep of a family member, preferably his mother, but she got tired of the same old shenanigans and bullshit, so she kicked him up north. That's why do we always got to get the leftovers, right? Why do we got to get the fucking transpackers? Anyways, this motherfucker came Compton out to the little old city of Augustine, John Deered out the game, right? So he's sitting there all bored on the porch, and I remember pulling up to my tias, and I was like, hey, Pepe, what the fuck you doing, right?
He's saying the struggle is really sick. Yeah, the northerners say it. The struggle. Strive and struggle and strive. I'm bored. Take me to foster freeze and give me a dip cone.
I'm like, hey, I'm dipped when you see me. Hey, what are you doing here, though? He's like,
I'm trying to do heroin, but Tia's out. And we're waiting on her plug.
And I said, hey, I got a homie that be fucking with that shit.
Que who, ese?
I said, Roach. Remember Roach? I took him down to your pad that one time he was on the run and shit.
Did you take him at the gaba, ese? The white guy with the funny mustache? Yeah, I remember we had the mustache competition. Remember? We called him the mustache off. Remember? Mustache. My stash is not your stash, right? Let's get oh shit. I found his stash.
I was like, hey, I could take you to his pad. We can go trip out.
He's like, yes, but remember this when I tell you, see. We're going to go see the white guy. Don't act all high power. I know how to deal with white people. Porque on the yarda, the south side, and the whites, we rode together. See.
I said, that's a myth, fool. That ain't the way it is.
And I said, I don't know. I don't know about the 50 yards you've been on, I say. But where I come from and the population that's generalized, I say, we generally kick it with white men. So let's go, I see.
So he jumps in the whip. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to take him to get him well. That fool was sick. The whole time we're driving, he had the shits. Right? I'm like, damn, what's wrong?
He said, it's a Compton thing. I said, don't worry about it.
When are we going to get there? I said, fool, we're still in fucking El Nido. Come down. We'll be there, right? So anyways, we pull up on the west. We pull up on Roach. He's in the front fucking masterminding a lawnmower, like mastermind, juicing it up. So I'm like, Roach. He's like, what's up, bro? Wait up, brother. Wait the fuck up, bro. Calm down. Mom, don't come out here. There's 2 Mexicans. There's one from up here, I could tell. And the other one, he's peculiar. Hey, who is that? I'm like, this is my primo Pepe. Remember you met him from Compton? Oh, man, what's up, brother? It's been a long time. Yeah. I said, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm trying to put, so my son, right, when he was little, we found a big wheel. Remember the big wheels? So this fucking lawnmower just doesn't cut evenly. So I put big wheel tires in the back. And and I'm just trying to, I'm trying to work it. But for some reason, they don't want to go on. You got any adapters? I'm like, not for some fucking plastic big wheel tires on a lawnmower. Yeah, brother, you know what I'm saying? You know how the white man in me makes me think. I'm a thinker, bro. I'm a thinker, right? So anyways, he's like, hey, what's up, Pepe? Nice to see you.
Pepe's like, hey, say, fuck it, let's get to the chase. I say, fuck cut the grass, let's get to the chase. Do you have black? I say.
He's like, no, brother, I don't like blacks.
He said, no, I didn't say. I said, if you like them, I think we agree. I said, to disagree, to agree, really, on that. We disagree on a lot of other shit. I said, but not on that one. But I want to say, from me to you and you to me, do you have some heroin? I said.
He was like, no, brother, but I know a couple skins I can get some from.
He's like, yes, Dave, if you could score me a quarter piece, I'd be highly appreciated.
He said, yeah, brother, that's going to run you a little bit of feria. He's like,
okay, see, and that's the problem with you white people. I say, you guys don't, for all that high power shit you talk, you say, you don't know about credit.
And so this is how the conversation is going.
He said, let me explain to you about the credit situation, bitch, not Bitcoin and not Dogecoin. They say, we're talking about credit. They say, what credit means is I want some black, you give me some black, and later on I'll come up and I'll give you back some white. You like white, I like black, but I don't really like black, and we can agree,
right? And so Roach is all discombobulated. Roach is tweaked out the game. Roach is like, brother, you want to do a shot? He's like,
what the fuck you think I'm here for? You say, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to take my shot. You say, you only get one shot. You got to live your chance to go. I'm from Compton, ho, right? I'm like,
that fool just twisted and turned the whole Eminem song into a remix. So of course they go in the back room, and my cousin comes out awoke. He's a woke guy now. He's awake like a motherfucker.
He's like, kids, you fuck that shit. This is whatever they got it. Let's get it.
Right? I'm like, relax. Roach is like, hey, brother, can you guys take me to Ace Hardware? I'm trying to get I got to get these little nuts so I can put this on because my mom wants me to cut the lawn. I'm like, bro, you're like 50 fucking years old. Why are you still cutting the lawn for your mom? Brother, because I respect my elders. And I'm tweaked out the game right now, brother. I just want to go look and see what they have at Lowe's. Hey, Pepe, you want to go steal a lawnmower? He's like,
that's like music to my ears. They say, but you get the lawnmower, I get the blower. Or she gets the blower. Or we get the blower. Or you blower.
Right? And I'm like, here we go. I'm going with these characters. So Pepe is tweaked, but he's not tweaked enough to understand where he's at. So that fool's like on incognito looking around. Can't miss him. Big old Roach, fucking lentes. Just sureñoed out the game, right?
So he's walking in like,
and I swear when my primo, he doesn't walk, he glides. He's like smooth. And he walks in and I can hear him. And I'm like, what are you singing, bro?
He's like, pull strings and wink at you. I'm so tweaked out.
And Roach is like, I fucking like that song, brother. How about this one? We're not gonna take. I'm like, oh, calm down. You're attracting attention. There's a black chick in there. And Roach is like, what are you looking at? She looks kind of like my baby mother. She really does. I'm going to have to hit her up in aisle 9, if you know what I mean. I said, no, I don't know what you mean. I'll be over there in aisle 11 doing me. So anyways, we're mobbing through there. Pepe's trying to fucking be slick.
He's like, yes, I don't know about the fucking. He might be trying to set us up. He's got us all up here, and yeah, it smells like shit up here. He's got us all up here in a Lowe's. I say, I don't do Lowe's. I'm a Home Depot type of guy, if you know what I mean. Mexicans belong in front of Home Depot, I say, and I'm going to stick to that. That's a revelation. I say, and I ain't speaking Bible.
I'm like, all right, cool. So then we go in there. This fool takes us in there for a $20 pin and a nut that's this big, right? And he's arguing with the guy. Why the fuck's it $20, brother? It says right here on the package, $19.99. Explain to me where you get $20 from. The guy's like, I'm just rounding it off. Yeah, well, look I'm about to go around that fucking desk and round your fucking chin off, brother. It says $19.99. I want my damn penny. He was like, sir, it's actually 20-something because of the taxes. Well, I don't pay taxes, brother. Me and the IRS don't CIS. You know what I mean? We don't see together.
And hey, Pepe, let him know. Pepe said, "Que se fuck them. What? They're trying to take our feria. And meanwhile, I don't have feria. I see you're still going to plug me."
He's like, don't you? I'm going to take you to some fucking skins. So anyways, we have to go out to Madera. If anyone knows Madera, like I know Madera, they know Madera had all the Blizzard back in the days, right? And I'm speaking in hieroglyphics right now and Ebonics. What is Snoop Dogg? So we drop the nut off. That fool fucking screws his tires. The shit doesn't work. It's a failure, right? He's all pissed off. I wasted $20.37, and I want my 37 back with my refund. But I paid that for a nut and a bolt. Shit don't fit, right? I'm like, all right, cool. You're trying to put fucking Hot Wheel tires on a fucking lawnmower, bro. You know that the lawnmower barely starts. I don't know.
But said, fuck kind of shit. I said, we're wasting time. I said, I'm starting to come down and I don't want to come up. I want to come down. You know what I mean? I'm going down.
Right? I'm like, all right, calm down. Everyone's going down, right? The shit's going down. So take us out to Madera. This is where a couple skins live. Now, I don't know about you. I seen some skinheads in coarse gold. I see some skinheads tweaked out playing the same machine for 19 hours at Table Mountain. But I ain't never seen a skinhead in Madera. In Madera, it's natives and paisas and a couple of norteños for good measure, right? That's it. Maybe a bulldog or two from Fresno just passing through. That's it. They had a gang of black there, right? So anyways, we pull up.
And Pepe's like, yeah, I'm going to get out the car with JC because I'm feeling discombobulated and hypernated. And what's that other word I say? I said claustrophobic. Not that one, I say. Not that one. My chorra has been out the window. I said,
okay, I don't know how he makes that make sense, but whatever.
Can I get out of this and going with you?
Roach is like, I don't know, brother. You know, these are some good white men right here, brother. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm a bad white man. If you I'm bad to the bone, brother. I mean, if you want, but your primo's gonna have to stay because he doesn't fuck around and he's gonna get all fucking spun out just walking in there, brother. Because I guarantee they got that good shit, brother.
And Pepe's like, look at it. I said, I did what we did because we did it together. I said, you know what I mean? Because we belong together, like a Mariah Carey song. I said, but on the side note, like, do they got the shit I'm looking for?
He said, do you got the money?
He's like, of course I got the money. I said, hey, primo.
I'm like, what?
Ya me media one, eh?
And fucking Superwood's like, brother, wait up. I know enough about money to know what 10 bolas is. So you're saying we fucking came all the way to Madera, wasted $15 in gas, so you can get a 10 piece? That's what you're trying to explain to me, brother? No, we ain't gonna do it for nothing less than $100. And I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I gotta pay rent and shit.
He's like, come on, let me get you back. You see?
I said, see what you can work out in there first, bro. And if you really need it, I got you.
It's just the fuck they look like going in there with the fucking lynch mob. I said,
so what do you mean the lynch mob? That ain't Ice Cube.
The fucking guys that wear the pointed heads like Kanye West thinks he's a druid. I said, what the fuck do I look like going in there? They wear money. Help me out.
Yeah, I'm fucking doing bad, primo. I got for Compton. Help. Makes me choke, right? I'm like, all right, man. So I shoot him a little hundo. So he goes in there. This motherfucker came out and damn near did a somersault. He ran to the car faster than a Mexican Usain Bolt, right?
Hurry up, Betsy, get out of here.
I said, what about Roach? Roach is over there like, hey, brother, that shit was dynamite. I feel like I'm in one of those episodes of fucking, what's that black shit they used to show back in the days? I was like, Good Times? Yeah, brother, I'm having a fucking great time, though. Make America great again. I'm like, all right, calm down, get in here. Now, meanwhile, Pepe has the highest socks on that I've ever seen on the planet Earth. Okay, these are not even socks at this point. These are leotards, if you know what I mean. This vato is a leotard wearing leotards. Their shit is all the way up to his fucking thighs. The vato looks like fucking Avril Lavigne, right, in concert. So he comes walking up, and I barely notice his socks. And I'm like, is this fool wearing Under Armour under his fucking dickies? And I'm like, hey, Pepe. And he's like, hurry up, we got to get out of here. I work the deal. I say. And I'm like, what? To what degree of socks are those? The sureño socks. I say, you know, let's go. So, of course, fucking Roach gets in. He's like, brother, we scored, huh, brother? Told you my peoples are good peoples, you know, because they're white peoples. So don't get that fucking straight, fucking Mexicans. I was like, all right, cool. What happened? He's like,
hey, I gave him $100. They gave me a piece.
I said, where'd you put it?
My ass. I said, we can get the honeycomb right out so we can ride out. I said, I got it cheek like Lefty Gunplay. I said, I'm not coming back. I said,
I'm like, right? So my primo, we haven't even pulled out of the parking lot yet, out of the fucking driveway, and he's already gonna burn the white guys. Now, to what degree of white guys he was talking about burning, I didn't know because I didn't see them. But Roach doesn't even know what's going on. He's in the back just fucking licking the window. He's so spun out. He's like, brother, they had some shit. Brother, I can't explain it. They had propofol, brother. I'm like, all right, that's cool. You ever seen a white man get all fucking juiced up over crank? Like the clear is cool. Like they're all cool with that, whatever. They'll do whatever they gotta do with it. But you give a fucking white man some peanut butter, and that fool will go nuts. That shit will sell out immediately, right? So, anyways, Pepe, the whole time he's tapping my leg, he said, really, pull over in the gas station. He said, pull over in the gas station. I said, wait, I gotta hit it. It just smells too good. I said, you know what I'm saying? You mount it. That was his word. Not smell it. It was mount it. I said, mount it. I'm like, nah, I'm good. You can put your nose in it, is it? That can be a man. Put some hair on your chest, is it? And put some shit in your spoon, canal. Because I'm so happy. Hey, don't worry. Bobby McFerrin, be happy. I'm like, all right, cool. So we pull into this AMPM because, you know, I like those little hamburgers. They remind me of prison. It's nostalgic for me. So I'm going in there, I'm putting relish and all kinds of shit on the shit that doesn't even involve a burger is what I'm putting on it. And of course, fucking, what do you call it? There's like a guy that's outside smoking that works in the store. Like his ass should be in there selling products, but he's just outside. There's always the fat dude that's out smoking a cigarette trying to get over. And Roach is arguing with them. Brothers, so what kind of transmission you think I could fit on a lawnmower, brother? And the guy's like, I don't know if that works. And brother, I'm going to make it work. See, that's the thing. That's the white way to do it. Not the right way, but the white way, right? So he's arguing with the dude. So Pepe's in the bathroom, slam time, slammer jammer, right? So Pepe, after about 30 minutes, I'm knocking on the door. You all right, primo? He's like, Kike, shower me with your light. Because I gotta have face to face. He's all happy, right? He's in there like, ready, right? That fool's all happy. I finally fucking get the door open and snatch him up. Come on, fool, we gotta go. My old lady's tripping. I should have been back. He's like, yes, I'm gonna burn those skinheads. They fucking whites are stupid as shit. I love white men. I'm like, what? No, that's you think like the vato was Watson. Your mind's in the gutter, I say, with your little pito. Okay, I love white men. I didn't mean it like that. I say, let me reevaluate the situation and start over again. I love white man. I'm like, okay, cool. That was a cool little remix. He's like, yes, because they believe what you, they trust people, is it? Yeah, you fucking trust me, is it? I gave him 100 olas. In fact, I'm gonna pay you back this and the rebound and send fuck it on the rebound. I'm gonna burn the vatos and your homeboy. I'm like, you can't do that to Roach. Well, he did. So he gets back to my tia's and mysteriously him and my tia find some way to get high and get money, right? And my primo's on the next one smoking back. So Roach is calling me a couple days later. Hey, brother. Yeah, get your brown ass over here. And I'm like, oh, fuck. He's like, yeah, we need to really fucking talk, brother. You know, I've been calling your primo, and he's not answering. And, you know, the way a white man thinks is after I got to thinking about it, 2 Mexicans, a white guy, a bag full of dope. Some don't add up here, brother, right? You need to get over here, Mean Gene. So I'm like, all right. So I pull up, and I already know, and he's got like 3 fucking white dudes with them, spun out the game, vicious-looking characters. As soon as I get off, they're approaching. I'm not even getting off yet, and they're approaching the car. They're like, where's our dope? I'm like, whoa, hold up. I know exactly where it's at. That shit is gone, already in Compton and been utilized and used up. Believe me. How do I know? Because Pepe called me the night before. Take about, hey, all right, okay, like I got a deal for you. Let's make a deal. You know, what's the dealio? I say, Compton. Okay, let me borrow another $100. I'm trying to work something here. I can pay you back. And Saturday, I say, I'm like, yeah, it is Saturday. Okay, not this Saturday. I said, I'm borrow on Saturday. I pay back in like 4 Saturdays. I can't believe I said 4, 3, soon, but 4 really, right? I'm like, I don't know what happened, all that shit, you guys. Come on, is it? Me and Changa ran through that shit like a fucking marathon, is it? The marathon continued over here. Is it? Go to shit, orale Nipsey. Big, you didn't do it. Big, maybe he did do it. I don't know. He's a black vato. You can't trust him. The people tell on him. So I'm like, I don't know, primo. Like, fuck, I ain't got it like that. Get it like that. He said, you got it like that. Get it like that. I'm going to call you back. He said, I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm going to call and call. So I'll just block you. Don't block me. I said, because I'm going to go down there with a couple hard-hitting camaradas. I said, and we're going to tear your whole town up. I said, I've done it once, and I'll do it again. Compton. And I'm out, right? And I'm like, so I knew already he was burning these dudes. Some of them are like, where's our fucking dope, brother? Right? I'm like, And Roach is like, look, brother, no can do any more compadre deals with your primo. And when we see him, you know what time it is for him, right? And I'm like, look, let me get with my Theon. Let me get with a few people and see if I can get you something back. They're like, we gave him a whole piece. I was like, yeah. And see, this is back in the days when I knew a little bit about a lot of it, but I didn't know what the fuck a piece was. I thought it was a knife, right? And I knew it was to some degree of later on. I figured out when I went to prison exactly what a piece was, right? Both of them. And so, anyways, I'm telling fucking Roach, like, it's all good. He's like, bro, I'm fucking tired of your shenanigans. That's where I get the word shenanigans from. In fact, Roach, I'm tired of your shenanigans, brother. Every time you bring another essay or, okay, all right, let's be politically correct, NA over here, bro, my pockets get turned inside out. Who you think fucking had to pay? Now, so I'm out 37 cents on the taxes for that fucking tire, that bolt. And now I'm out about $600-700 for a piece. I said, well, what was it? $600 or $700? Because I need to know if I pay it back. He was like, it was $750. Right? You know, the motherfuckers are cold-blooded, right? So what ends up happening is these skins, they're mad. They're like, it's the principle, brother. We're going to find that fucking essay and decapitate him. This is why I tell you, Southsiders of the Woods don't always see eye to eye, especially when they're talking about taking someone's head off. Then they might see eye to eye. I don't know. I call Pepe. I'm like, hey, bro, why you burn them fools like that?
Yes, I tell you what it is right from the gate. I said, keep it real. I didn't tell you. I said, don't fucking cover it up now. You fucking norteños are different, I said. You vatos, I'm gangster. And then until it comes time to do some gangster shit.
I said, so gangster shit is burning people?
You know?
You know what I mean? Anyways, needless to say, Pepe never paid them back. I ducked out on him, fell out with Roach for about 3 months. He needed to borrow $50 because he owed someone, and everything was everything. The Woods stood mad, but shit, we weren't going back to Madera to give a fuck, right? They just kind of chalked it up to the game. The motherfuckers was having so much money, they couldn't quit. Now, I'll break the back up a cake. Orale, you already know, man. If you enjoyed this Superwood, tap in. Pepe got his. Roach didn't get his. I ended up getting burned from my fucking $200, okay? Or my $100. Well, I actually sent him the other $100, so my $200. And that's just the way the world works. But it's all right. I took it out in Changa. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive for what I truly believe in. That's the betterment of all people. Are you guys ready for a Super Norteño? Ricky said, whopping. And I'm going to tell you guys a story Ricky just told me. It's about to get interesting. Bang, bang.